footprints in wet silt, then the glow of a fire that never died. To stay put was to be remade. In a city by the river, a potter's wheel hums, wet clay cooling a woman's wrists. Nearby, a scribe presses a reed into a tablet, while the smoke of ovens scents the air. We had wandered for ages, but now seeds held us close. Tending fields turned camps into villages, and villages into sprawling experiments in living together. With surplus came new questions. Who gets what? The great rivers, the Nile, the Tigris, the Indus, turned floods into calendars and arguments into law. From myths to measures, writing bound meaning to power. Soon, rules needed reach. Cities were planned on grids, their drains running beneath the streets. Authority began to travel, not just in stories, but on roads. And those roads were about to stretch. The Achaemenid Empire linked a continent with couriers. Greek city-states debated the meaning of freedom. Rome paved its authority in stone, making belonging a contract. In India, the Mauryan and Gupta empires tallied land and labor, while Han China wove its bureaucracy through river valleys. Across these worlds, aqueducts, postal relays, and minted silver clarified who owed what and to whom. Then the horizon itself beckoned. The Silk Roads carried glass and horses. The Indian Ocean raised lateen sails on steady winds. Trans-Saharan caravans hauled salt south and gold north. And with these goods traveled ideas, faiths, and microbes, connecting worlds that had never met. Salt spray stitched the planet into one story. On a cramped Iberian deck, a boy tastes brine and fear. High in the Andes, a woman's hammer rings on silver ore. In the Caribbean, sugar boils, its sweet smoke clinging to the skin of the enslaved. A new global network was born, one that carried silver, sugar, and seeds that remade soils, appetites, and empires. But it also carried disease and bondage to every port. From this exchange of wealth and sorrow, a new age was forged. In smoky mill towns, water turned to steam, and buried forests became fuel. The potter's distant grandchildren now punched a clock, their wrists marked not by river clay, but by the relentless rhythm of the loom. Productivity soared, but inequality deepened. Was this progress, or a pact that bound humanity to the machine? The machine age promised connection, but delivered unprecedented conflict. 2 world wars scarred the globe. The Holocaust etched a permanent trauma into human memory, and the atomic age redefined our capacity for self-destruction. From the ruins, a guarded peace emerged. Empires dissolved as new nations found their voice. A Cold War divided the planet, even as new institutions spoke of human rights and shared development. Then, a different kind of connection quickened. Networks of fiber and code began to wrap the Earth, shrinking distance, accelerating everything. Our supply chains, our climate shocks, our pandemics, all travel along these modern roads, echoes of ancient paths. This history is not behind us. It is the story of the jobs we do, the choices we face, and the ties that bind us in a complex, multipolar world. And understanding what comes next demands we first understand how we all arrived here.